Muy buenas, gente, soy Dog y estamos en Kingdom Come Deliverance. Vamos a continuar nuestra medieval aventura. Que bueno, vamos a continuar con la historia principal, ya que Siranus no quería hablarnos, no quería que completásemos la secundaria, así que a ver qué se puede hacer. Teníamos que hablar ahora con Robert, me parece. ¿Qué hace? Se estaba cuescando, ¿no, el cabrón? Supongo que tendremos que atacar. Supones bien, amigo.
Just so. That Istrand's a stubborn bastard.
It's one.
All right. When do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can
¿Qué
start.
dices? Si estoy
We'll
perfecto.
have another chance until we won the day, or until your final rest.
No te preocupes. Si os fijáis, estoy limpito. He venido de la casa de baños, he reparado todo, estoy en perfecto estado.
I'm ready.
¡Vamos!
Glad to hear it.
Venga, let's go.
We're going to attack on two fronts: the north gate and the west wall.
Vale.
We'll scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages, taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
Vale. La primero. Vale, la puerta.
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keezer claims he can even hit it directly. Even if that's true, we'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Bueno.
Portcullis.
Sí, donde vendemos cosas.
We'll be able to break it down, but dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
Vale. La muralla de poniente.
Attacking the west wall.
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall.
Vale.
Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
Bueno, esa será la parte complicada. O sea, hay un grupo que irá por el frente. Aquí la gente cantando. Me parece que estén jugando el Madrid y el Barça. Hay un grupo que irá por el frente que en cuando se rompa la muralla con el trabuquete, pues entrará. Bueno, no, este sería el complicado. Yo creo que este es el complicado. Y luego hay otro que atacará por el poniente, ¿no? Que sí, supongo que será esto, ¿no? Como tomamos las almenas, que supongo que los de poniente suben, porque han dicho que subirán por unas escaleras y demás.
Take the battlements.
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
Vale.
And the inner bailey.
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory.
Ahí es donde estará todo el grupo de gente, supongo.
To anyone with a bow on the inner battlements, we'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
Vale. Alojamientos. Ahí estarán los rehenes, en principio.
Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable, but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
Vale. Pues sí, ya necesitamos, o sea, ya sabemos todo lo que necesitamos, así que...
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the skeleton will follow you.
Supongo que habrá más, si crees... Supongo que las almenas...
With the attack on the walls.
Ataque contra las murallas, o sea, de frente.
You've changed from an insolent pup into a tough.
Hijo puta.
And as God is my witness, we will kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and a soldier. This man must
Sí,
be
sí.
in his boots.
Estará cojonado.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got.
Qué gracioso el abuelo, ¿eh?
Just one last thing though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up. Keep your
Normal.
eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
Correcto.
I'll remember that.
Dice, todos los buenos planes pueden pasar, o sea...
Good luck to you.
Que siempre puede pasar algo malo, ¿no? Por así decirlo, siempre hay algo que sale mal. Pues, amigo, cuando estoy yo jugando pueden pasar muchas cosas mal. Que lo sepas, abuelo. ¿Qué? ¿Hay guerra hoy? Hoy no hay guerra, hoy hay huelga. Ah, esos cargados, por favor, qué lento van. Asaltar las murallas. Pues allá que vamos, gente. Allá que vamos. Tenía ganas ya, ¿eh? Voy a reventarle la cabeza al... ¿Cómo se llama? H-Bar este. Mira, voy a coger unas amapolas por el camino, que siempre van bien. Le voy a regalar una amapola a H-Bar. Al turrón. ¿Qué hacen? Se han mareado. Se han mareado. Vale, es que nos están tirando flechas, creo. ¿A que saco yo mi arco? Pringao. ¿Qué estáis esperando a que suba yo, mamones? Venga, vamos. La flecha se ha clavado en un muro de piedra, con 2 cojones, ¿sabéis? Es una flecha de titanio, ¿no? Supongo, de adamantio. Ahora subís, ¿no? Bueno, en principio soy yo, ¿no? Quien lidera el ataque. Ya veréis. ¡Hola, arquero! ¡Saludos! Toma, toma. No se tiran flechas, niño malo. A ver, ¿quién es malo? Ese de allí. Hola, buenos días. Toma. No nos rodean, ¿no? Vale, ok. Dejadme paso. Que yo soy el de la maza. Dejad paso al niño de la maza. ¿Está bien? Muerte piadosa. No. Vosotros dejad. ¡Hostia! Que se han teletransportado, gente. Oh, que me está calentando este. No se pega. Míralo. Toma. Rompecabezas. Venga, va. A tu casa. ¿Quién queda? Este. Venga, vamos. Toma. ¿Vamos todos? ¿Qué? ¿Ahora para dónde? ¿Nos quedamos aquí? ¿Hola? Ojo, Vale. Vamos a... Joder, no llego. Este. Ahora. Joder, que no llego, gente. Están todos aquí. Dejadme que le pegue un mazazo en la cabeza. Fuerza. Están dando muchos puntos, ahora. Venga. A tu casa. A ver si podemos... ¿Tenemos puntos o algo? Fuerza, a ver. De fuerza podemos poner el de... Maestro de forcejeo, que este me gusta mucho. Este es cuando hay un enfrentamiento de estos 1 contra 1. Pues lo ganamos. Y ya está, creo, ¿no? Sí, no hay ningún punto más. Venga, va. ¿Y por qué tiras para atrás? ¡Eh! No te estarás haciendo el muerto, ¿no? El tío. Bueno, vamos bien, porque vamos perfectos de vida. También es verdad que tenemos superioridad numérica. Que ya nos va bien, ¿eh? Venga, va. Robert. Estáis en una zona privada. Creo que eso ahora mismo importa 0. Hostia, vaya bajones de FPS. Me cago en la leche. De verdad que el juego me gustaría infinitamente más si fuese estable, quiero decir. Era este, el del hacha. Toma, en toda la espalda le he dado. No me gustan los de las hachas, ¿eh? Esto nos pueden reventar bastante. Venga, sí. ¿No tiene como un ataque en barrido? Te vengas arriba, amigo. Era este. Hola, buenos días. Hola, buenos días. Ya, aguanta, lo que no está escrito este. ¿Qué haces? ¿Me intentas atacar a mí? Vale, a ver, Habían dos. Este. Toma. Por enterado. ¿Qué? A ver, amigo. Mira, ¿veis esto? Esto es lo de... el perk que nos hemos puesto. Ojo, que me están dando entre varios. Hostia. Estamos sin estamina. Y cuando estamos sin estamina nos baja muy rápido la vida. A ver, enterado. El tío, métete el puto hacha por los huevos. Vamos a recuperar un poquito de estamina. Mira, ahora, en la cabeza. Venga, va. Buenos días, amigo. ¿Qué tal está? Hostia, el arquero de los huevos. Me ha pegado un flechazo. Vale, este... Ahora este, mira, el arquero. Hola, buenos días. Arquero, ¿a dónde va usted? Este es nuestro saludo. Hola. ¿Qué tal está, señor? Vale, aquí hay uno escondido, ¿eh? Pincho la cara, venga. ¿Qué estáis peleando aquí, gente? ¿Te encontráis bien? ¿La gente qué hace peleando aquí? A ver, este. A ver, amigo. Soy Henry el Valeroso. Tengo algo en la espalda que no me deja avanzar, ¿eh? O sea, que no me deja retroceder. Más que avanzar. ¿Y usted qué hace? ¿Con qué se protege? Mi buen señor. Este me está dando por culo, este, ¿eh? Vamos a esperar a que ataque. ¡Qué pesado, amigo! ¿Te quieres ir a tomar por culo? Toma. Vaya mazazo le da al caballo. Venga, váyase. A tomar por culo. Sí, hombre, sí me he protegido, amigo. Me he protegido. ¡Qué pesado! ¿Te quieres ir? Mira, te voy a dar el... Joder, me está dando, el mamón. Ya está. Vale, a ver. Siguiente, este. Hola, buenas. ¿Qué tal, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Debe doler un montonazo, ¿eh? Que te peguen un mazazo. Hola. A mí no... Déjate de mierdas. Vamos a ver si hay alguien por aquí. No, hemos entrado. Está todo bien, está todo bien. Todavía no sé por qué están luchando como en el interior, ¿no? ¿Los rehenes bien? No hay rehenes. Pues mira. Hostia, mirad cómo me da a mí, ¿sabéis? Va, amigo. A ver si me sale el combo que era así. Bueno, si no me lo esquiva bien. Aquí. Toma, arte de la guerra. Toma, arte de la guerra, amigo. Hostia, hemos subido de todo, ¿eh? De todo, tenemos hasta puntos. No solo nivel, sino puntos también. Qué guapa, ¿eh? Me gustan mucho estas batallas, ¿eh? Están súper guapas. El problema son los FPS, que madre mía. Menudo espectáculo. Y es que da igual que lo bajéis todo al mínimo, ¿eh? Me sigue bajando, es que es increíble. Está optimizado como el culo esto. Venga, H-Bar, ¿vas a bajar o no? Está ahí en la puerta, ¿eh?
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Ishvan Toth can worm his
Ah,
way out of this one.
H-Bar, no H-Bar.
Tempt fate, Hamish.
¿Hello?
Ishvan! It's over!
Asoma la patita. Dice, no estoy. Y se van.
To come and get you.
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine
¿Cómo lo
you
ves?
feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back.
¿Cómo lo sabe?
Sir, you're all noblemen here.
Bueno, yo soy seminoble,
All bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord.
Yo soy
And
50-50.
that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
Habla por ti, ¿eh?
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom.
¿Pero qué
What
dice?
happens after that is up to you and the will of
Y de la voluntad de Dios Todopoderoso, mis cojones Todopoderoso.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me.
¡Qué cabrón!
I'll release him in Skalitz.
out of the question.
Mis cojones le va a liberar.
Word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
No te fíes de mi palabra y tú de la mía.
Hanush, let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father,
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
if you're certain, Radzig,
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
you heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks this truce answers to me.
A ver, amigo.
Are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
Pues sagrada tampoco, no te motives.
Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor.
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him.
Qué justicia divina, pero ¿qué estás hablando, señor?
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing.
Bueno, no lo serás tú.
Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
No sé, no me fío nada, ¿eh? Este hombre nos la ha liado tantas veces que no me creo nada de lo que dice. A esto ahora le pegará una puñalada a alguien o no sé. Le rajará en el cuello en el caballo y lo tirará. Yo que sé, algo así, ¿sabéis?
Forest, not a hair on her head harmed.
¡Oh! Cariño.
Stephanie.
Forgive me, husband,
Te he echado de menos por las noches.
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to
No sois culpable de nada, solo de vuestro retraso mental.
I know who he was. They said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
Al contrario. Nada, si es Bugirri no...
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon.
Que es un normal que eres. Te pegaba con la maza en la cabeza, mongolo.
I almost forgot.
Hostia, la espada.
Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll...
Es que te mereces un mazazo en la cabeza, desgraciado.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Es un normal, de verdad. Es que, wow, qué puñetazo tiene en todo el pecho.
Quick! To the battlements. We have to see which way they go.
Mira, Hans me cae muy bien, hombre. Es de sangre caliente.
Heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry. You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
Montad y ahora me subo encima de él.
We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
También es verdad. También es verdad. Pues venga, vamos. Esto no acaba, gente, ¿eh? Esto no ha acabado para nada. Bueno, está a punto, ¿eh? Quiero decir, no creo que le quede mucho al juego, pero... Ya sabéis. A ver, caballo. Uy, ¿qué le pasa a este caballo? Este es el que a lo mejor le da el mazazo, ¿no? Cabalga con Sir Hans. Pues vale, pues cabalgamos. Uy, que gira.
He's a noble, right? So Radzig will be there.
Podemos ir más rápido, ¿no? ¿O qué? Correcto.
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
Esto nos reconoce, ¿eh? El Hans, que es un subnormal. ¿Dónde vas, amigo?
What do you mean? Something like
¿A
that.
dónde vas, Hans? Y os recogéis, nabos. Hans, ¿te encuentras bien? ¿Qué haces? Hostia, te tengo que entregar una quest, amigo, pero luego hablamos. Hans, ¿estás bien? ¿Qué haces? ¿Por qué vas por el río? ¿Sabes que hay camino? ¿Pero ¿Alguien entiende a los nobles? ¿Esto es lo que hacían los nobles en la Edad Media? Amigo, ¿sabes que te tengo que seguir? No es una misión de... Gente, vamos a continuar porque seguramente es de estas misiones de... que cuando llegas a cierto punto se corta y salta la cinemática o algo por el estilo. O a lo mejor se teletransporta, aquí el Hans este. Se queda ahí. Pájaros, esto es malo, Bueno, hemos dejado atrás a Hans. Se ha quedado ahí en el río. Que se ha quedado, Pues nada, vamos a darle caña. ¿Veis lo que...? Sí que es típico, Es typical. Y ahora estamos los dos, porque sí. Ah, sí, había más... Coño, había más gente, sí. ¿Qué te has parado? Antes todo esto era campo. No me cansaré de decirlo, la fotografía, gente, es impresionante. Pocos juegos hacen las cosas así, No me fío una mierda, Estará herido, ¿no? ¿Lo dejan moribundo? Ah, ¿no?
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
Al final me cae bien, el cabrón. Mira que al principio me caía muy regular.
You all right, Father?
I am.
Papá.
They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
Súbete a mi caballo, papá. Te llevo a casa. ¿Vamos a pescar? ¿A jugar al béisbol? ¿A fútbol? ¿Me acompañas al parque?
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
Sí, Scalice está un poco de la mierda,
How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
Por supuesto.
It's not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Qué pesados con el honor.
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in
Bueno.
your son?
Ahí te dan la cara,
You know how it is. We were young. It happened.
Una plebeya. Como era tu
I
madre.
couldn't marry a commoner.
Con una pleb.
Then your father, Martin,
Martin,
along and took
el de Regreso al Futuro.
He knew it.
What?
¿Qué te piensas,
About your
amigo?
father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on
Os aceptó, ¿sabes?
you. That you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
Era puto.
He told you nothing. Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many
Coño,
adventures.
con el herrero,
Even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite
Sí,
fit
claro, ahora lo sabía. Yo tampoco encajo con mi familia, yo soy un noble, que lo sepáis.
I lost the one thing I had left from him.
Tu puta espada.
Your sword.
Ah. The
Ah,
sword.
la espada. La espada me importa una mierda, que lo
It's
sepas,
not
hijo.
my sword. It's
Ojo,
yours.
¿eh? Es que soy más de mazas, padre, pero ok.
For a moment there it was so near yet so far. Oh well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
En las pajas.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it.
Ojo, Henry el Rencoroso.
Or his name.
Ese es el calvo del bigote, ¿no?
Vart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look
Teresa.
around. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did.
A tu padre que le follan, pero lo de tu madre...
Too much on that, at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front.
No sé muy bien a qué se refiere con eso. Ah, los dos... ¡Uy!
It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. It'd be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
¿Es Steve
His
Jobs?
cousin. I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Y aquí termina. Sí, tiene pinta, ¿eh? Y aquí termina, gente. Dicho y hecho. Ojo, 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 ojo. Por cierto, ahora no se puede... No puede tener nada con Teresa, ¿eh? Ella es plebeya.
You're doing well, son.
No eres mi padre, y le escupe.
Father.
Que no es tu padre, coño.
Come now. You know whose side you. That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
Ah, no te pongas sensible a un amigo.
Fine. I'm proud of you. For what?
Hombre, ahora es un noble, tío.
I let you down. I lost the sword.
Joder.
I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us.
¿Que no, Lisa?
Someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing. You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me. Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right.
Qué guapo, ¿eh? Esta cena está muy currada, ¿eh?
I have to leave you now.
¿Por qué a su hijo le habla de usted?
Oh, please. You know I can't stay. Will I ever see you again?
Cuando mueras. Me voy a picarme a tu madre, hijo.
Make her proud.
Está la madre como la Virgen María. A la madre que la follen, ¿sabes? O sea, el chaval solo se preocupa de su padre falso. Pero a su madre que le den por el culo. Le importa un mierdazo.
Don't go. No.
Ojo, ojo, que vamos vestidos aquí de señorito.
What are you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Yobst.
Right.
Vaya tela como vestimos. Ah, amigos, para hoy,
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Ya.
Oh, give over, you idiot.
Es que eres un pedazo de mierda. Y le pega una hostia.
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here. Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
El tío ahí como abusa de su poder. Vaya vidorra, Henry. Has pasado de ser un mierder a estar aquí por todo lo alto. Burgués. ¿Ya ha terminado o no? Mucha cinemática y tal, pero... no sé si tenemos que hablar con padre o algo. Vale, partida guardada, juramento es un juramento, misión completada. Epílogo. Pues allá que vamos, ¿no? ¿Dónde está? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Ir al castillo mayor durante el día para reunirse con el... monger este, ¿no? Pues allá que vamos. What the hell? ¿Voy con mis armaduras? Sí. Dejadme, que soy un noble. Calla, señora. ¿Tú eres mi caballo nuevo? ¿Ah? Alburac, amigo, tienes las alforjas llenas de mierda, colega. A ver, quitad, pobres. Tengo que reunirme. Tengo una reunión muy importante. Voy escupiendo a la gente por la calle. Quita, plebeyo. Y le pego con el... No con el guante, sino... Bueno, sí, con el guante, pero en vez de con uno de tela, con uno de metal, con el que llevo puesto. Te pego así en la cara. Quita. Escoria.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am.
Por supuesto.
What about Istvan? I assume...
Podría haberme lavado, ¿no? Quizás.
No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
Quiero montar mi nueva sede de Apple aquí.
My lords, Christ bless
Que
you.
Cristo os otorgue de su bendición. Es ese, ¿no? El nuevo, el primo.
Henry. I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
Cabrón,
This
enano.
gentleman here is John II of Lick,
Juan el segundo.
a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Hola, Juanito, ¿qué tal?
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit.
Ahí dice, quiero atacaros. ¿Qué os parece? ¿Os va bien?
I'm sure
Empiezo el
you
lunes.
agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Y yo quiero ser, ¿no?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
¿Ah?
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with
Cambias un poco de bando, ¿no, amigo?
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have
Estaba
changed.
confundido.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur, that King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing.
Correcto.
Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to
Bueno,
be
pues para
king.
vivir así yo quiero ser rey, la
Just let his
verdad.
brother have the crown.
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But
Como por
he
ejemplo.
did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas has invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes
Para que no la
sense
atacó,
if you
sí.
think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia
Hostia.
and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Normal, yo también,
I
¿eh?
must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation.
Vale.
But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
Se picó.
Margrave Jobst. Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Cierto.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make...
Claro, secuestramos a estas personas y así entran razón.
Just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent?
La verdad es que es un poco, no sé, no entiendo mucho los motivos de este hombre.
Is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no...
Sí, porque Segismundo se va de las manos.
To make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance. with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
Vale. Me parece razonable.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army?
Hoy tiene el apoyo, ¿no? De los otros nobles, ha
That's
dicho.
not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz?
Bueno.
We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
La Liga de los Lores, que suena guay,
The best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
Seguro, amigo.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Oh, a little risky.
Bueno, yo creo que un poco bastante arriesgada, pero bueno, va.
Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here
Juan.
to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
Juanito, vente al equipo, hombre.
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
God save you, Henry.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
What exactly am I to write?
Ir al castillo mayor de... Vale, esto ya está completado. ¿Ahora qué?
So, it looks like
Habla con vuestro padre.
Yes. I can't wait.
Papá.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy.
A ver, un momentito. Epílogo. Sí, ¿no? Hablar con vuestro padre. Esto lo vamos a quitar de momento. Venganza, encontrarse con... Vale, epílogo. ¿Dónde estás, papá?
You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care.
Papi.
You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to
Correcto.
make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Berghoff tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well.
Me parece bien.
Berghoff is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here. So
Entendido, amigo. Sé lo que me quieres
you'll
decir.
be back soon enough.
Descansa tranquilo.
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg.
Perfecto.
It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in
Vale.
power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers.
Joder.
Jobst and Prokop,
Relaciones con Luxemburgo.
they were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead, they've been in a bitter armed feud for years. And now Sigismund's fallen with Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother, the youngest, John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned.
They seem like a hot-blooded lot. It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Who is he really, this Jobst?
The cousin of King Wenceslas? He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do
Vale,
it,
bien.
but one can't help being
¿Quién
suspicious.
es el Steve Jobs este?
It's best to keep a watchful eye on him. But he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns out.
I'm a bit concerned so many people seem to think so little of King Wenceslas. You knew him, didn't you? What's he really...
Ya, a mí no me huele muy bien, pero bueno.
Well, there's no straightforward answer to that question. He certainly
Correcto,
makes a
amigo.
great hunting and drinking companion, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how he'd like them. He
Vale.
never had
Pues
much of a
la.
head for high office. He finds it tiresome. But once a man's grasped the scepter, it's hard to let it go again. You can't just abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few months.
Y estupendo compañero para
Better a
beber.
bad but legitimate king than a bloody war over the throne.
Who is this Prokop that Jobst spoke of?
Jobst's brother, the king's cousin. He and Jobst warred over Moravian supremacy for years. Then they were allies for a while, betrayed Wenceslas and sided with Rupert of the Palatinate. But after Sigismund abducted Wenceslas, Prokop fermented...
Hombre, pues...
Sigismund had
supongo.
him captured.
Prokop. Es un jugador de fútbol, ¿no?
I, for one, can't make head or tail of it most of the time.
The League of Lords and that Berghoff we're off to see. Who are they exactly?
The lords of the powerful houses. Heinrich of Rosenberg, Otto of Berghoff, Heinrich of Radetz, and others. They're unhappy with the way their influence declined after Wenceslas surrounded himself with the lesser order.
La verdad es que es una historia un poco enrevesada, pero bueno, la Liga de los Lores, a
They
ver.
made him bow to their will. They got away with it that time, and now they've joined forces with Sigismund and done it again. But now it seems that Sigismund's behavior is starting to rub them
bueno.
up the wrong way.
Y alguno más,
So
vale,
they
vale.
may well be thinking twice. We'll see what Berghoff has to say.
I don't know all that much about Sigismund.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks and was defeated at Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most of whom were mercilessly slaughtered. Sigismund is ambitious and
Vale.
capable. He might not be a
Sigismundo.
better ruler than Wenceslas, but he's arrogant, and to our misfortune, brutal. Not long ago, he himself was held captive by the Hungarian nobility. They dislike him
Qué
as much as
éxito.
the Czech and German noblemen do his brother Wenceslas. Ironically, Wenceslas joined forces with Jobst to liberate him. And now this is how Sigismund repays his brother. There's no doubt about it, God does move in mysterious ways.
Rupert of the Palatinate. That's a name I hadn't heard before today.
Rupert is the Prince-Elector of the Palatinate.
What's a Prince-Elector?
The Prince-Electors are dignitaries of the Holy Roman Empire who have the right to elect the King of the Romans, who would then be crowned Holy
Amigo, tenéis un follón montado aquí. Rupert, es verdad, ¿quién coño es este que está no para de hablar de él?
Other Prince-Electors, even though Wenceslas had already been appointed. Some of the nobility in the empire recognized Rupert's claim, but when he went to Rome to be crowned emperor, it turned into a fiasco. Now he's doing his utmost to get Wenceslas to acknowledge him, but so far without success. So, now we have two kings of the Romans. Jobst sided with Sigismund for a while, but now he's switched allegiance. He seems to do that quite a lot.
O sea, que necesitan como el consentimiento de Wenceslao, entiendo, ¿o cómo va esto?
That young man, Sir John of Liechtenstein. Why is he here?
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia. Sir John
No, entiendo que o solo puede haber un príncipe sacro de estos del Imperio Sacro y está entre el Wenceslao y el Rupert este.
That's about
A ver.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
Vale. Ok, pues eso es todo, amigo. Hasta luego, papá. Un par de besos. No la necesito, amigo. Tengo una maza. ¿Cómo va la carta? ¿Ya la has hecho? Muy bien, me voy con el Juan y con Hans.
By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young
Tiene cara de malo,
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what
A ver, Juan, cuéntanos.
does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
Muy bien, Juan.
Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians,
Vale.
he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even
O sea que como le falló con uno, pues dice, pues venga, ahora conquistamos así y ya está.
and Skalitz, he wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords,
Bohemia.
how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
O sea que simplemente atacó por pasta. Y ya está.
Never, uncle.
Y ya está, o sea...
We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
Mira lo que feliz que es Hans.
I wish you Godspeed.
Bueno. Oye, Henry parece que se ha teñido el pelo, ¿no? A ver, ahora es rubio. ¿Qué le pasa? Bueno, ha envejecido. Madre mía, se ha tomado una poción y ahora somos un brujo. Enhorabuena, has completado la historia principal. Si queréis podéis llevar a cabo las misiones secundarias y actividades o simplemente viajar por el mundo. Puedes finalizar el juego en cualquier momento si te unes al pelotón de Sir Hans Capón. Vale. Vale. O sea, si queremos finalizar el juego... O sea, para finalizar el juego solo hay que hablar con este hombre. Ok, entonces lo que vamos a hacer... A ver. Vamos a... No, qué pesado. Partida guardada. Como tengo otro archivo guardado en otro sitio... Pues vamos a terminar esto ya, gente. Venga, Hans.
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
Nos vamos hoy o mañana, porque estamos como un cerdo lleno. Hans, venga, estás un poco sucio, amigo, de verdad.
Really? Despite being wounded?
¿Te vas a presentar así?
When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements, dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Ah, bueno, que están hablando de cuando... ¿Qué tiene que ver eso ahora, gente?
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
What the hell are you doing?
Bueno, eso fue por otra cosita, amigo. Paparruchas. De nada, amigo. No quiero preguntarle nada más. Quiero que nos vayamos, amigo. Hans, amigo.
So, to horse. The Lord of Bergov is bound to be waiting as eagerly.
A ver, Hans, de verdad, me estás tocando los huevos de una manera bastante importante, ¿eh? Ya te lo digo. Correcto. Estoy deseándolo. ¿Hay una cosa más que quiera? Venga, va.
Welcome, Henry.
Venga, gente. Final del juego. ¡Vamos! Que voy yo, que voy yo. Amigo, 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 no te confundas. Mira, mira, mira. Y el otro que se ha caído.
I'm getting used to it. What about Rodzig?
Pero, a ver, por favor, Hans. ¿Te quieres estar quieto una puta vez? ¿No puedes dejar de hacer el ridículo o qué? Hans, vamos. Hans, por favor.
Don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
¿Ya? El otro se ha ido por aquí, pero... Ojo que nos han abandonado, que se han teletransportado. A ver, vamos a ver. Hostia puta con los bugs, gente. Qué risa. Supongo... No sé por dónde es. Vamos a probar por aquí. Yo creo que sí, que será por aquí. De verdad... Vale, pues estamos cerca ya de nuestro amigo Hans. Vale, creo que están aquí. Sí. Partida guardada, ok. Pensé que se me crasheaba el juego. ¿Qué? Hola, amigo. ¿Qué haces? ¿Vas a echarte una siesta? Claro que sí.
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
¿Ya está?
Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Henry, amigo. Bueno, aquí hablando en latín, el amigo. Ahora sí que sí, ¿eh? El fin. Vale, pues te deja aquí el juego, entiendo. Así es como te deja el juego, gente. Pues nada, la verdad es que ha sido un final bastante guay, quiero decir. Está bien, es un final abierto. Ya dijeron que habría... No sé si sacarán DLC o iban a sacar como otro juego. Ahora no entiendo. Sé que leí algo en una entrevista que dijeron de... Bueno, que querían hacer como una saga, pero no sé cómo quedó la cosa. No sé si iban a hacer juegos o en plan DLCs. Eso todavía no lo sé. Ahora investigaré un poquillo, la verdad. Y nada, la verdad es que el juego está muy bien. Ya os lo he ido diciendo durante todo el juego. De gráficos está bien. O sea, no es un portento, pero está muy bien. Para ser un mundo abierto, joder, tiene unos gráficos de putísima madre. El sistema de combate está genial. Es problemático, quiero decir, cuando es un 2 contra 1. Es jodido de verdad. Yo lo que pasa es que he abusado mucho del tema de la maza, como ya os dije, que las mazas están muy rotas, pero mucho. En serio. Dicen que se juega muy bien con espada a 2 manos y en plan cubrirse y esquivar. No lo sé. Yo, escudo y maza, la verdad es que me ha ido de putísima madre. Por lo demás, el juego tampoco es tan complicado como dicen. Quiero decir, lo único que tienes que tener en cuenta, pues eso, ¿no? Comer, beber, subir algunos atributos y demás. Al principio se pasa un poco putas porque no hay dinero, pero bueno. Yo porque lo estaba grabando, pero si queréis se puede abusar un poco de cazar, así de strangis en plan mal. Cocináis la comida, la vendéis. Quiero decir, siempre hay cosillas que puedes abusar para superar esas cosas. Por lo demás, pues muy contento con el juego, la verdad. Esto para mí no ha terminado, seguramente no, ya os digo que voy a hacer todas las... A ver. Voy a hacer todas las secundarias que me dejen hacer, por aquí también habían unas pocas más. Y poco más que decir, gente, que lo dejamos aquí y nos vemos en los siguientes vídeos. ¡Adiós!